Hey, and welcome to another video by Traveling Vegan and Frodo. So I hope you had a wonderful day. I'm glad to see you here again. And today in this video, I'm going to share another couple of little hacks that I've recently learned, just like about cycling and things that can make your life easier, but specifically if you're cycling long distance and what kind of things you might want to consider. So first of all, I want to talk about phones, right? All of us, we all have cell phones, or most of us do anyway, and we want them to be protected, we want them to be waterproof, we want them to not to break when we're cycling, when it falls out, or when rain goes, we want to be able to still use them, correct? And I am notorious for dropping my phone, freaking smashing screens, just like always freaking blah, blah, blah. So this case right there, it is called Life Proof case. There you go, you can see it there. It is incredible. It is amazing. I love this thing. This is the second one of these cases I have. The previous one lasted me about a year, just a bit over a year actually, and then I got this one. And it's been almost a year too now on this one, and I got this is like the more recent generation of these cases, so it's even more sturdier. But basically it is, I'll show you how it works. So basically you have your phone, right? You have your nice little baby. Have your little baby phone, right? And there's this case there. You basically slide it in and you clamp it closed. Yep. And then you seal this bit and you seal this bit, right? So obviously here, up here, this is your port where you put your headphones in. There's a connector that goes in here that screws in. I don't know, I can't find one right now, but basically it is like one of those screwy things, and then at the end there's a little injection port that you can put and use your headphones if you want, or you can use Bluetooth, which is what I do. But anyway, you don't have to obviously use Bluetooth headphones. And then this little clip thing, bang, and there you can charge your phone. So I love these cases. They're pretty durable. You can drop them, like your phone will be fine, and they're dust proof, waterproof, all that kind of stuff. And I do love how good they actually are and how lasting they are. So definitely is has been really handy, has been very helpful, and really seriously like saves your life, especially with iPhones. Did you know that for iPhones they make the screen out of not particularly good glass, like the glass that's easily smashed, just like just so you can keep like replacing it, kind of thing. It's I've read that somewhere. And another, should I do it here? I'll do it here. Something that I've recently learned, I've lost my pump, my hand pump on my bike, so I had to go and buy a new one. So something interesting that I've learned is that, I don't know if some of you might have seen my previous video on how to change a tire, and in that video I talk about how, like, I obviously show how to change a tire on the side of the road, but I also talk about how it is probably unlikely that you'll pump up your tire to like 100 psi or like more than 80 or something that you normally would with you know, this guy, your foot pump. Woo. See? So with like this guy, it is super easy to pump up to 120 psi, no worries. With these guys, the one that I had before, there was actual limitations in it. Okay, see, so this is what I didn't know, that with these little hand pumps that you pump up your tire while you're on side of a road, there's like a limitation. So with some of them you can only pump up to 60 to 80 psi. Like I went to the shop and I was looking at all these different ones, and I was trying them out on my bike as well because I wanted to like be comfortable using them and blah blah, and that's what I've learned. So sometimes, and it was like also like feeling like it was like, oh, I've like such girl hands, I can't pump up my tire to like 100 psi inside a road. Well, no, idiot, you just had the freaking wrong pump. Anyway, anyway, so basically this pump is actually pretty cool. It's got this little rotating little pump, or the flexible hose, because with the previous one, I don't know if you remember, but it was like kind of clip on one and then you pump, and that makes it really easy to bend that was a Presta valve, right? So with these things, it's a lot easier to just kind of clamp on and then just go poof, 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 poof. And also this particular one that I have, it would work with both the Presta and then Schrader valve. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, basically you like rotate. So the Presta valve, you know, it's the normal thin little valve that it comes with, usually on a bike. And the Shredder valve is the one that we clip on to use the pumps at petrol stations like BP and all that. Cool. So was that helpful? I thought it was, because I actually didn't know about this, and I was always like was a bit annoyed at myself that I couldn't pump up my tire hard enough, like rock hard and solid, just with hands. But basically this is why, because some pumps you actually don't. And I also have recently gotten myself a pair of clip-ons. Let's do some lights over here. Oh, look at these guys, they're so cool. I know lighting's a bit shit in here. There you go. But yeah, basically these are my mountain bike shoes now. So basically, why did I get a mountain bike shoes? It's because it is easier to walk in them, so you don't have to like kind of stumble around like a little penguin. And there's like a little clip on there, you can see I put it in myself. Really, it's not that hard. Also, I got these little straps, right? You can see like little, what are they called? Oh my gosh, my words are escaping me. But you know, these things, so they're not laces. They're, I don't know the word, forgot the word right now. But yeah, so you don't want to get lacy shoes with laces, because basically laces can catch in your gearing and then you're screwed basically. What these bad boys go into are my new clip-ons. Can you see? There you go. I'll move you a bit closer. There you go. There you go. So there's clip-in on one side and there's a flat on the other. So basically I'm still learning how to use them. And these are, what is it called? It's a Shimano PD A530 model, and I got them in black. So basically, actually one of my cycling friends, she didn't even know that these pedals exist, that, you know, especially when you're like learning how to ride with clip-ons, it's really good. Why do we want to ride with clip-ons, you ask me? Because it gives you 30% more power, especially when you're going up hills, and it's just amazing. But you do need to remember to obviously clip out when you're in traffic lights and things. So I'm gonna do lots and lots of practice, and I'm gonna see if I'll be using them on my touring in a couple of weeks, but we'll see what happens. Hey, so definitely check these pedals out if you're on the market for a pedal. These shoes are pretty cool as well. I haven't tried them out in the streets yet though, but I like them. I like the way they fit. And definitely when you're buying your cycling shoes, you don't want them to be small, and you don't want your toes to touch the front, right? Like inside the shoe, because it will be pretty painful if you have to keep on like riding for 10 or 12 hour days, right? Putting out 10, 12 hour days, freaking 200k days, and your toes are gonna freaking hurt if they're gonna non-stop keep on hitting the front of your shoe if it's too small. Okay, let's cut this video here. Hope you found some useful tips. Hope you got something interesting out of it. You heard something cool and interesting and you learned something. And thanks for watching. Lots of love to you guys. Remember to stop counting calories, start counting hills, count your adventures, and count your passions. Lots of love. Thanks for watching. Bye.